everyone. Welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. Happy April Fool's Day. I know, right? It's not going to be a fun day for me because I am so gullible. I know. I am naive and gullible. These are my downfalls to a T. And I over worry. I know my downfalls. But April Fool's is just not a good day for me because I fall for everything. And the silliest of things, too. Like things that you're just like, huh? I'm falling for it. Like, it's like, how did you ever fall for that? I'm like, it happens. It just happens. We're not going to talk about the hair. We're on day, I don't even know what. It's looking pretty bad. But I'm determined to go through with this for 4 weeks to see where I stand with my hair after that. And I'm trying different things each time that I wash my hair to see, like, if it makes it any better or if, like, if it dries it out, like just different products and stuff. And I'll get back to you. Or if it over moisturizes, because I'll be honest, I washed my hair one time and then used a certain conditioner, which I thought would be good. And it did look good the first day, but then after that, like it didn't last past that because my hair just looked so oily because that moisturizer was so moisturizing. But maybe my hair needed it. So we're not even going to go there. But for today, this is not an April Fool's. I got the Moonshroom palette in the mail. I know, right? Who would have thunk it? I did purchase it. I only purchased this. I didn't get the highlighters because, well, A, I have enough highlighters, and B, probably only 2 of the 4 of them I'd actually wear. But I do have this, and not April Fool's, but you know what? I don't even know what to say anymore. And I love Lunar. Like, the formula is great. If you like this color selection, it's great. It's just these things all look the same anymore. Although this looks could be April Fool's because it did not come out the way I thought it would be. But regardless. So for bronzer, I'm wearing the Pat McGrath Nude Honey. I pulled out the Full Fantasy Blush palette for, whoops, plastic pieces going everywhere. For the shade Peachy Keen, that's what I'm wearing for blush. And then I'm wearing Gold Fantasy for highlighter. So bronzer, blush, highlighter. And I thought this is a good palette to mix with that. So is the other one he has. Is it Nude? The Nude Prism or something. I thought it would have looked good with this too, but I didn't. I just was using one palette, so I had the highlighter too to do the cheek. So let's get started on this. So the first shade I went into is Buff Beige, Buff. Wow, I can't even talk. Puff Ball. Where did I get Buff Beige? I don't know. We're going into this. And I just set my Soft Ochre MAC primer, eye primer. Okay. Oh, for foundation, I use my, this one here that I love, the Uma by Sharon C. I don't know what I'm going to do when that runs out because you can't get it no more. And then concealers, Natasha Denona. I set everything today because I was just like quickly doing everything because I got to go with the Rimmel Stay Matte. Alright, the first shade we're going to go into is Honeysuckle, which is a yellow. And I will say pigmented. You know, it shows its color. It's good color. And this is more like a sunflower yellow, to be fair. It's more on that shade than like a bright yellow. But at least on my skin tone. But it shows up. It is pretty. I'm using my BK brushes. The Hot and Flashy. And it went on well. It blended well. Like, I don't have any issues with it at all. It's a pretty color. But how many yellows do we have in our collection? That's where I'm having my issues anymore. That, and to be fair, preference, this is definitely not my color story with the greens. We all know this. But I'm trying to stay away from that part. I mean, I will do looks using those shades so you can see them in action. Because maybe I love them. I don't know. But, you know, we're going to go into Pixie Pop. I do love this color. This is a very pretty purple. It is very, very pretty. I like it a lot. And I really thought it would look better against this yellow than it did. It doesn't. So that's on me, though. I feel like if I would have just applied this particular shade, it would have been a much better look for me. But I didn't. But that's okay. We learn. And it's not like it looks bad either, so. But again, the shade's going on nicely. It's building up. It's blending out. Like, no problems. There's no patchiness or nothing. It's not skipping. It's not doing anything. It's just going on very nicely. And that's the thing with these palettes. Anymore, it is hard to find a bad eyeshadow. It's more about who do you want to support? What is your favorite formula? Because they're all good. It's just what's your favorite, and what color stories do you like? You know. We're gonna take that Pixie Pop and run it under the lower lash line. And this is how I knew if I would use it by itself, I'd like it a lot better than up against that yellow, because it is just so pretty on the lower lash line. I don't know. To me, this palette, I feel like there's different shades for sure, but I feel like it needed different ones. I don't know. In my mind. Like, I think they're all pretty in their own right, and they'd all create really pretty looks. And I understand if these are your tones, you're going to love this palette for sure. But it's just a question of, are they your tones? And they're definitely not mine. But I do like to support Lunar Beauty, because I do think it is a nice makeup brand, for, you know, as far as formula goes. As far as packaging goes, it's beautiful. Promoting it is beautiful. Like, and, you know, obviously Color Story, it's like Glam Light. A lot of Glam Lights, not my Color Story, but I'm going to support for the packaging, for whatever. Oh, did I even show you the packaging of this? Oh my goodness, it's so adorable. The moon is raised, but look at that. And then this is the back. Like, come on. And the mirror in it is nice. It's a very nice mirror too. I guess the yellow against that purple is not too bad, to be fair. It's not my favorite, but it's not too bad. All right, we're going to go into Pretty Poison, which is this shade right here. And I'm just going to put that in the outer portion here and bring it up into the crease to darken it up a little bit. But if you see what I mean, like, I think this darker purple against that, like, periwinkle almost color would have looked a lot better if I didn't have that yellow. But I do think the yellow does offer something to this look. I don't know what exactly it is offering, but it is offering something. Because it is pigmented. And when I look at this, I'm not really sure on how to go. I understand if you want to cross, that's definitely a look. But if you go this way, I don't feel like that's a look. I don't know. And then I thought, well, maybe by threes, which then I could see that too. That could work. I don't know though, because then I feel like that wouldn't have been dark enough with that, but maybe it would have been. It's just going to take some playing with. But like I said, I just got it, and you know, I wanted to see how bright that yellow was, and purples are supposedly the hardest to formulate. So I figured that if I used those for sure, at least I'd know how the formula was going to perform. And then from there, we could take it, you know, different color stories later. Because formula is important. If it's not a good formula, it doesn't matter. I'm just going back into that periwinkle color. Pixie Pop. I mean, that yellow does hold its own against that Pixie Pop for sure, though. Like, no. And I didn't get any fallout from these shades. Okay. Now for the lid, we're going to go into Witch's Hat, which is this shade right here. And you know, when I first looked at it, it looks like a pinky purple color, but it's just pink. I was hoping it would, that's the color that I feel like I'm missing in here, is a light lilac shade. I feel that would have been really pretty, especially with this particular look. But this still works. Like, this still looks very pretty with this shade too, but I just, you know, preference. And again, I could always pull another palette from even Lunar Beauty to get that purple shade I was talking about, if I wanted it bad enough. Because I do like the way the yellow is with the purple. I do actually like that, which I find interesting because I'm not a big yellow person. But I do like this. And I will say the other thing is that this isn't only one palette, but only for one shade. Like, I feel like this really doesn't give me an inner corner shade except for one shade, which is Magic Mushroom, this one here. And I feel like that would be a prettier lid shade than inner corner shade. But I don't know. We're going with it for today, because it's really the only shade I can use for my inner corner to lighten it. I mean, I guess I could have used that cream shade or pulled a highlighter. Obviously, you can do that. Okay. Then we're going to line with Pretty Poison, the dark purple. I'm going to line the top lash line and bottom lash line with it. Like, overall, I think it's a pretty look. And it could be the shirt I'm wearing that's throwing it off. I'm in like a yellow, bright yellow construction shirt. It's my fiance's. One of his work shirts. I just grabbed and threw it on for the day. He hardly ever wears this color himself, even, because it's just so bright and stands out that he don't like it. So I was like, well, I'll take it, even though I don't like anything that's bright and stands out. But I'm not going anywhere, because I'm not going to have April Fools on myself all day today. Alrighty, and then for the waterline, I actually grabbed the ColourPop Making Waves, I think, or no, Blown Away. the Avatar one. That is my favorite. I really do like that gel liner. And then for mascara for the top lashes, we're going to go in with the Gucci. Like, overall, I do like the way the palette performed. The shadows actually blended nicely into one another. It's not muddy or, anything funny. Each color stands out on its own. It's just, preference really. Like, it's just not my color story. But I can appreciate it for what it is. But at the same time, and I know that this is different to his brand, but there's just so much similar. It's like, where's the new? And can there even be any new anymore? Can somebody come out with something that we've, never seen, or I don't know. Not necessarily never seen, because, color is color. There's only so much you can do, but at the same time, I feel like it might be possible. Somebody could do it, maybe. But I will say this is different to his brand. And the theming is cute. It goes on brand. So it is good for what it is. And I do think, like I said, it is a pretty look. And I am... No, I was going to say I am excited to continue to play with it. But really, looking at the palette, there's only maybe 2 more looks that I might be excited about. Well, maybe 2 to 3 more looks that I'm excited about. After that, the colors just aren't my colors, so I know that I'm not going to be excited for them, but I will use them. You know what I mean? I do think that there's a lot of different variety in this palette as far as looks go. But as far as even this pink one, I like it. I like this one and this one. After that, those other shades just aren't my shades. But they may be yours. And as long as the formula's good, that's all that matters, And if it's usable, and it is usable, and the formula is good, the packaging is adorable. So it's really just up to you. That's just my feelings on it. I love it as far as the brand and the theming and the color story is on theme for this, but it's not my color story. But that doesn't mean that it's not yours, and that doesn't mean that you won't love it. I like it, but I don't love it because it's just not my color story. Now give me Full Fantasy, that one, or that Nude Prism one, any day of the week. Any day of the week. Those are my favorite. But anyway, I will end it here. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all. That way you're notified when I upload every day but Sunday, unless there's a new launch or I'm just feeling the need to film. Let me know down in the comments if you purchased this palette or if you're still on the fence. Let me know how you feel about the color story, because you may absolutely love it because you love greens or golds and stuff. Not me. It just don't look great on me, I don't think. But with all that said, stay safe, stay healthy, and try not to get tricked on April Fools. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.